struggling?
No, fine. Just trying to get the Sheffield City doing a live stream at reserves match. So I was trying to get that on at the same time so I can keep an eye on that game. But it's I can't keep the screen on like that. I'm not frustrated.
Yeah, I'm jumping you. Yeah, thank you. Everything all in place? I went down the polls last night. The cups in the trophy. Got out the car, I tripped over the road just outside. Smacked the car. Couldn't walk. Fortunately, my wife had gone with me to the wrong company, so she drove back. So, steps for all this time with here. So, he's got to be good picture. Last time the bag of balls. But, I said to Tony, what the presentation, he said, by the time I get up, I'm not going to make the centre trophy. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Alright. I'll gather it today.
Hello and welcome to the UTS Stadium for the Northern Premier League East playoff final between Dunston UTS and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I am your commentator, Adam Allcroft, in beautiful Gateshead sunshine, where one team today will be going to the Northern Premier League Premier Division. One team will be back in the East for another year. Thank you very much for everyone who's already joined us. It's a huge game for both teams. Dunston were here last year. They lost out to Stockton Town. The Steels have not been in this situation since 2009 when they beat Belper Town 1-0. The Steels have only ever lost one final in their history. That's 9 finals, 1 loss in the Northern Premier League Cup final in Farsley Celtic in 2006. They've won every senior cup final and every playoff final they've been in. The Steels were led out by Arlen, a junior, one of our come up today, a good travelling spot from Stocksbridge in a very, very busy UTS stadium. And there will be a side swap as well as our referee Martin Beard, who comes from the Derbyshire County FA, does his final few checks before the game gets underway. Just to let you know, our reserves are also in action today. They're at the Steel City Stadium playing Rossington FC in the Sheffield Saturday Cup final, and we are also watching that game for you, and we will let you know about. Oh God, sorry, I've just seen Paul Aldrett, our fan, who's wearing the morph suit, and it's just scared me there a bit. It's just reduced me from my professionalism. But yes, we will keep you up to date with everything that happens in that cup final for our reserves as Mark Fretwell's side try to retain that trophy. The ball is on the spot here in the middle. We are ready to go. And here we go. Dunston have got the game underway. We'll go through the teams for you in a second as Dunston blare that one upfield. Very high up in the air, headed on by Jallow, and then Eagledon will get it out for a throw into Dunston. So the teams are as follows. For Dunston, it's Dan Lowson in goal, then Harvey Neary, Chris McDonald, Michael Pearson's the captain, Jude Swales, Craig Baxter, JJ O'Donnell, David Robinsons, Sado Jallow, Dale Pearson and Daniel Turner. Their benches Scott Robson, Rory Edwards, Jonathan Crisp, Jack Walker and Richard Coulson. Dunston just are getting it down that left hand side. Jallow had a little slip and that's allowed Charles to get in and then cleared away by O'Connor and then returned downfield by McDonald. Dunston very good at keeping the ball in play from those sort of clearances and causing problems, and now here comes the number 7, O'Donnell, going down that left-hand side. Stocksbridge have to tackle, and it goes out for a throw into Dunston. It's a positive start for the home team so far. So the Stocksbridge lineup is as follows: Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner as the captain, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Oliver Gregg. That's no changes from Tuesday night. Elliot Murray, Jordan Lemon, Jack Dorman, Tommy Marshall and Thomas Poole are on the bench. Ball thrown in. Owen will head it away. He gets a nut touch onto it and he beats his man, clears it out, but not very far. Dunston tried to return it down that left wing, they can only get it out for a throw-in. So 1.5 minutes gone here, 0-0 here at the UTS Stadium. Ball thrown downwards, headed away, and Turner will head it right back into midfield. Stocksbridge not getting their foot on the ball at the moment as Charlesworth sends one upfield and out of play for a throw-in exactly on the halfway line for McDonald to take. Very different team to what we saw last week from Dunston. They had already progressed into the playoffs. They were sure of their place of playoffs and second spot. They eased up when we beat them 1-0 after 72 seconds. Stocksbridge had scored by this time last week as Charlesworth has to return that out of play. Stocksbridge haven't even been in the Dunston half yet. Hello to all the people, Harrogate Town Lad, Vicky Woodcock, Grumpy Old Man and Lee Rubin in the comments. Thank you much for listening. As Dunston throw it short to Baxter, then back to McDonald, loops one into the box, Owen heads it away. No one there to pick it up though. It'll be allowed to go back into that Dunston defence where Swales will head forward with it. Out to the right to Pearson, who's cut in the middle, and Tinker's sliding tackle goes in. It will just go back to the Dunston defence, so as Baxter switches it out to the left. Out with McDonald now. Be forced back in there. Dunston with all the ball early on in this game. They'll be happy with this start, Dunston. As Robinson looks to switch it into the box. Headed on to all that left side, but Charlesworth able to just boot that one up in the air. Morris will challenge for it on the right wing. McDonald gets a foot onto it, out for a Stocksbridge throw. Hello, Michael Amashike, Stocksbridge W, and Noah Jackson. Let's bring it home, boys. Got to keep an eye on the reserves fixture here as well. Got a live stream that we are following of that game. Charlesworth launches that ball forward, headed on. Gregg just lost track of that ball and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Don't think he was aware that was going to get to him. Hello, Adam Shreb, listening from Sydney, Australia. Can we not watch it? Unfortunately not. That's just how it goes, I'm afraid, with the rules of the league. And hello to Jack Bunting going, come on Stocksbridge, great season and should be proud regardless. My thoughts exactly. No matter what happens today. I think that's why the nerves haven't really started to hit yet. As Arthur gets it. Oh, and I've just seen it. The reserves have taken the lead in the Sheffield Saturday Cup final. I've just seen they've just wheeled off celebrating. We'll try and get a goal scorer for you a bit later. Otto Rawson takes it on the right-hand side. He's holding up play. Puts a ball in, and there's been a block on it, but well, the referee didn't say that there was a block, and Rawson thinks there was. We'll go out for a goal kick. And Ball come out, Neary sends it forward, headed on by Jallow. It's dangerous this as it goes to Pearson, moves into the box, great tackle Eagledon, out for a corner kick. One long ball forward and he goes out for a corner kick now. It was from, the goal came from a Declan Childs corner, we're still not sure who was the one who got it in for the reserves. So now Dunston have the first corner of the game. 5 minutes gone here. Here comes corner into the box, headed goalward, knocked on and very close from Craig Baxter. He was unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard area. He steered it over with a volley. The Steels survived that one, but they'll need to be better from defending set pieces if they don't want to concede in this game. Ben Townsend prizing a clean sheet. If he gets a clean sheet in this game, he will beat the club record for clean sheets in a season, currently held by Andy Carney in the 95-96 season. That was a promotion season from the Northern Counties. Some long runs in various other competitions as well. Townsend currently on 22. His last clean sheet coming here last Saturday. Charles will have the throw in now. Launches it forward, head on by Rawson. Grezlak trying to turn Baxter. He has turned Baxter. He's got Deacon in the middle. Tries to put crossing, it's blocked. Grezlak trying to get it again, but knocked away and out to McDonald, who clears it away. Stocksbridge will be looking to get corners from this, but I think Dunston have been trained themselves to avoid it. Turner's just not been able to control it. Now it's on Jallow on the left wing. Dunston breaking quickly, trying to get some space. In the middle to JJ O'Donnell, the danger man for Dunston. Knocked it over the top. Charlesoff will look to cover it, and he's trying to use his body, and he does use his body well. Out for a throw-in, it goes for Stocksbridge. So back with Charlesoff now for the throw-in. Launched it upfield, looking for Rawson, but headed away by McDonald. Back to Turner, gets forward, but then knocked forward by Pearson. Eagledon has to deal with it, but he's going to lose the ball to Jallow there. Eagledon's still ahead of it, but then Jallow runs into Robinson, who sort of tackles him, and Eagledon able to clear it away. Grezlak trying to cause a problem on the left wing here as Swales has it. Back it will go to Lawson, who clears it well. Dunston in control of this game so far, but the offside flag goes up on Michael Pearson. But James Morris wanted the advantage given. Held to Sarah Simpson going, come on Stocksbridge, you can do this. So back with Townsend for a free kick, and this is a free kick just inside the Stocksbridge half, but Townsend's got a good kick on him and he tries to use these to turn into attacking opportunities. Stocksbridge haven't really had many of those so far in the early part of this game. 8 minutes gone. Here comes the ball into the box. It's a nice looking ball, headed away to the edge of the area. Morris trying to get to it. He's getting taken out wide, and then he's going to be mobbed, and I think Morris has pushed his man in the back, and it's a Dunston free kick. Ball just didn't fall right for Morris on that occasion. So back with Dan Lawson for the free kick. Launched forward. Turner wants to head this away, can only head up in the air. Charles doesn't get that header on, and now Jallow will get it on the left wing, but Eagledon reads it, boots that one out to the ground. So one of the Dunston volunteers got to go into a garden now to fetch that one. So on the left wing now with Chris McDonald up for the throw-in. And he is going to look to go for the long throw, try to see if he can get this into the box. And it is a hell of a long throw as he makes it all the way to the box. Owen, strong header away. Back out to the left to McDonald. Controls it. Being pressed by Grezlak, and it's going to go all the way back here to Neary. Switches out to his right. And coming forward is David Robinson, another one of Dunston's danger men. Ball forward intercepted by Turner, but then the clearance is not great before Owen able to properly get it away. Neary, as he now heads it into the middle though for Swales. And out to the left hand side to McDonald, flicked in the middle, knocked over the top for Jallow chasing it, but goes out of play. Stocksbridge throwing. This has been Dunston's game so far. They are the team with all the ball and looking like they have the ideas. The goal scorer has been confirmed as Jonah Hibbert for the reserves. He's the one who took it away from that corner kick. It's 1-0 to the reserves against Rossington FC in the Sheffield Saturday Cup final. Back for Charles for this throw-in. He's up front, going a bit further up from when we were last here. Big long throw-in, looking for Rawson, headed on, but then played up into the air and sliced here by Morris. And Tinker goes for the shot, but he just hits it into the ground and that takes the power off it. Tinker yet to score in Steele's colours, yet to score at all, a senior goal. Owen can only head one behind, no free kick given for pushing the back, but he does go back to Townsend, has to race out his goal. Townsend has the ball in his hands at the moment. So Townsend will send this one upfield towards the right. Charles heads it on, and then Morris heads it on further. Rawson takes it down his chest, trying to move in the middle, but knocked away from him. Back to Turner, who will knock it over the top. Just headed away by Baxter. All the way back to Turner, trying to get in control as he goes back to Charles, who sends it down the right. And it's going to be fought for here by Morris, but it's just got a man blocking him, and it will go out for a goal kick. Stocksbridge not getting anything working up front as of yet. 11.5 minutes gone. Out to the right at the moment. Deacon's pressing, but into the defence. Rawson will press now as the ball is launched away, looking for Jallow, and it's gone over Owen's head and then headed out to the right to Jallow again. Owen out to meet him, trying to get one down the channel, but Iggulden clears it up into the air. Owen will head it on, but it only fell here to JJ O'Donnell. Back it goes onto the right. Dunston trying to create the space for a cross, and he's going to go out for a Dunston throw. And McDonald's coming over to take it. His long throw is going to be a problem throughout this match. Steels have been put under pressure in the first 10 minutes of this game. Header goes in, bounced awkwardly, and then Townsend able to catch it. Sausage will be happy with that sort of defending, but Townsend there to grab hold of the ball. Townsend will drop the ball and just dribble it out. Sends it forward. Rawson heads it on, but then he'll just go out. Actually, McDonald's had to touch it here and ends up knocking it off Grezlak to get a goal kick his way. Just goes over a few of the Stocksbridge fans. Stocksbridge fans also brought a Poland flag to celebrate Oliver Grezlak as well, the Polish-born player. Supported by the Polish Football Academy in West Yorkshire. Back now with Lawson for this goal kick. It moves the ball forward by Lawson, headed on by Jallow. Charles will have to read it, does. Turner was behind him. Back to Jallow here. Jallow trying to put the ball in the box, intercepted by Turner. He can only get it out to the right to Charles. Back to Townsend, who was being pressed. It's a dangerous one. JJ O'Donnell's there. Rawson will head it on, but no one's there for it. Back to Swales, who's number 5 is seen better days. Jallow puts it back into the midfield. Turner pressing, but back it will go to defence. Rawson will try and chase, but too far off. Knocked forward. Iggulden will just follow that as it goes back to Townsend, who gets a late shunt from the forward, and that is way too late. And Martin Beard is being called into action here. Dan Turner there, the one who was late on, and could have been a booking that, to be fair. For how late it was a couple of seconds late. It weren't one of those where it was like, he's fighting for the ball. That was one trying to tell Townsend you're in for a match. Got with Townsend now, and he sends it forward. Deacon will head it on, but then headed away. Deacon will fight for it again, but Tinker goes up there and gets spread out to that right side, and Tinker's not in position there, and they could take advantage. Pearson goes down the right here. Dale Pearson moving into the box, tries to put through his legs, appeals for a penalty, not given. I think it's because Pearson's ran into Elliot Owen. The ball goes out to Rawson. Hold it up, tries to get it out to the right, but no one's there for it, and it'll head away by McDonald. Referee getting a bit of abuse from the young home fans on the side. Poor pass gives it to O'Connor, but O'Connor not entirely sure what he wants to do with it. He's going to get it all the way back to Townsend. Townsend will send it forward to the right, over the top of everyone, and it's just going to go out for a goal kick. And Stocksbridge need to think of something different because they're not doing anything to hurt this Dunston defence yet. 15 minutes gone. And that's Chris McDonald, who's actually down, sitting on the floor. Might need some treatment. The Dunston physio is going to be given okay, and that's going to be a no-contact injury, which would be a huge blow for them. That long throw is a particular that he offers. So, just keeping an eye. Still 1-0 to the reserves over at the Steel City Stadium in that Saturday Cup final. The reserves are currently on the attack. Trying to put a ball in on that right, but struggling to do so. As we see here at Dunston, we are seeing treatment in. And then actually just had a shot, the reserves. That actually, that is 2-0 to the reserves in the Saturday Cup final. Can't see the number because it's very far off camera, but the reserves leading 2-0 at Rossington in the Sheffield Saturday Cup final. So we'll just wait to hear what the scoreline is. We have Keith and Via following it. So the game is back away. McDonald looks like he will be able to return here. We will try and get you the goal scorer of the reserves match as soon as we know it. It is here, 0-0. As the ball goes, as Lawson here prepares to take his goal kick. Launch forward, Eagledon will head away. Greshak trying to get to it, but only headed to the side here by Robinson. It's a battle in the field, but Dunston winning every battle it seems at the moment. Just seems like they are the ones, they are definitely in control of this match, but just not got the goal that, to be honest, they are getting closer and closer to. And it's some good play down the right, but Turner's intercepted and he's trying to play it off a Dunston man and get a ball that way, and he has done so. Will go out for a Stocksbridge goal kick. So with Townsend. It's Cole Thorpe who's doubled the Steel's lead over at the reserves. They lead 2-0 in that Saturday Cup final. Hopefully we can follow it. It's going very well for the reserves at the moment as O'Connor sends on forward. Morris is going to battle for it. Morris is on the right wing. He's waiting for help. Back to O'Connor, trying to clip it in the forward, but looking for Orson, intercepted, and then Turner's clipped his man as they were breaking out, and it will be a free kick. Stocksbridge maybe just not getting the passes right at the moment when they get in those areas. So back with Loudson for his free kick, about halfway in their own half. 0-0 here after 18 minutes. Dunston are the better team so far. Ball goes forward, control well into the middle. Well, to O'Donnell, and then O'Donnell has handled it, and it will be a free kick. Turner wants to take it quick, doesn't do so. Will be left for Townsend.
Come on, lads, come on. Get up, pitch.
So Townsend with the free kick is been a difficult start for Stocksbridge so far. They've not really got into it as of yet. The second best defence in the league, the Steels have those, and they do pride themselves on that. As Dunston head that one out of play. Stocksbridge have a throw in a decent position. On the right with Charlesworth. O'Connor comes out, back to Charlesworth, juggles it a bit and then tries to knock it down the line, took a deflection and then sent up into the middle before Dunston able to clear. Jallo will head it out to the right, but it will go back into their defence, but Dunston now comfortable in possession as they look to try and play the way out. Morris pressing, but ball down in the channel, turn it, intercept, out to Tinker, controls, side forward to Deakin. Deakin heading forward, has to go into the middle to Turner, who is tackled, back to Owen, who sends it forward. Gregg like he's trying to judge the bounce here, trying to get the bounce on it, but, well, dispossessed by Baxter, and now it's with McDonald as he carries it away, being pressed by O'Connor, put into a bit of trouble, and now Gregg will get it on the right. Can he get in the middle for Morris? In the middle to Morris, he leaves it, looking for Rawson. Rawson trying to get it back. Is that a penalty? No penalty, as Rawson was taken down by the keeper. Stocksbridge in possession. I thought then Lowson had gone into the back of the ankles of Luke Rawson. It just seemed like the Steels were moving in slow motion in the box. But it's the first big chance for the Steels, and Steels are on the attack again. O'Connor on the right, back to Gregg puts the ball in, headed back, and it will go into the 6-yard area. Rawson battling for it, Lawson will juggle, but Rawson, he give a foul, and that is a referee protecting a keeper. That is a controversial call early on from our Derbyshire-based referee Martin Beard. Dan Lowson will take the free kick. Is that going to be a what-if moment? As the ball goes long, over Owen's head. Tinker losing that physical battle with Jallow as Turner sends it up into the air. Head away by Pearson before Tinker clears it. No one's there though for it, as Baxter recycles it out to McDonald. This three-man Dunston defence allows them to get many people forward, and they can pass it out quite nicely, as we've just seen Neary on the right-hand side. Diagonal run into the middle, into a bit of a cul-de-sac, back to Swales. Swales knocks it over the top, and it's going to just bounce there, and Jallow trying to keep it, does get the head onto it, goes out of play, will actually be a Dunston throw. Tinker must have got the last touch onto that. And now we will see McDonald come over for the long throw. Long throw goes in. Owen will head it away. To the edge of the box it goes to Robinson, who gets it out to the right. McDonald slices across him, but it's high and into the box. Bounces down. Being raced on. Powerful shot, well wide by David Robinson. He didn't get his foot round it like he'd have wanted to. It's actually gone out for a throw-in. That's how far wide it went in the end. 23 minutes gone in this game. Ball goes on the right here, into the middle and cleared away. And left side, Dunston put the cross in towards the far side, hooked down and then cleared away. I apologise, I think we went down for a minute there, not sure why that happened, but it did, so we have resolved it.
Well done, low. Keep going low. Well done.
So I do apologise for that brief little break in play, but we are back now. So ball goes forward, headed on, and Jallow will control, but O'Connor knocks it into the air and not away, but anyway, only back to Jallow though. Steels are giving him the ball back. I think he just gets that one out of play, and it will be a Dunston throw. Despite Stocksbridge having a good moment up there, it still is Dunston in control, you'd say. It's had a bit of confusion because there were two footballs on the pitch for a second, but we'll now have the throw in here from Neary. Throws it short, back to Neary. Trying to move into the middle, gets it to Pearson, the captain. Being harassed by Morris, who's playing defence at the moment. Out back it goes, two backs, who switches out to the left to McDonald, who chases it down. Control, and then tackle goes in from O'Connor. It's out for a Dunston throw in front of the Dunston bench. So with him now, that won't be a long throw there, but he does get it into the middle to Pearson, who tries to switch it, but took a bit of a block. It's going to go behind Neary, and Neary will just overhead kick it away. Back to Owen it goes, and Owen will send one lofted down line, but nowhere near Morris. Out for a throw-in to Dunston in their own half. So back now, Dunston, who must have had about 60% possession at the moment, as Owen heads it up into the air, into the midfield. O'Connor now looked it longer, and Rawson get onto this. Rawson's got the better of his man on that left wing, but he needs a bit of help down that side. And it is going to go out, and it is going to be...
Throw into Stocksbridge.
Is it a corner kick?
Is it?
Yeah, it'll be Stocksbridge's first corner of the game, and this is something the Steels have been so strong on, and it was how they opened the scoring in the semi-final. So can the Steels make the most of this set piece? They've got their big targets like Iggulden and Owen in the box. Here comes the ball in. It's a good-looking ball. Far post. Owen just over! It was a free header from Elliot Owen at the far post. It was just inches over the bar, and it's the closest the Steels have come to scoring today. But it's just shown that those corners are going to be so important for Stockbridge today if they want to get promotion. Back with Lowson for the goal kick. I think that horn behind the goal just died there as it was going out. Jallow there with a shove on Owen. It's a free kick to Stocksbridge. Jallow just getting a little talk to from the ref, but Townsend will come up and we'll try and see if Stocksbridge can make a chance out of this. Took Stocksbridge until 40 minutes to score the opening goal on Tuesday. Took Dunston the 94th minute to get their opening and only goal. As there's a bit of pushing and shoving between the players, so Elliot Owen is getting talking to now. He's going to be pulled away. And Sado Jallow getting a bit more of a talking to from our referee Martin Beard. He's been assisted today, by the way, by Lewis Mariner and Kevin McKittrick. Okay, referee gives the okay now, and Townsend will get the ball. It's going to that right-hand side, and so good, strong header away. That'll go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Jude Swales with the header. Hello, JB Adventures. Can we watch this anyway? Unfortunately not. You'll have to wait for highlights from us and Dunston after the game. Probably out in the next day or two. Depends which one of us is energised to do it after the game. Charles throws in the middle to O'Connor, out to Turner, trying to keep it in, and it's ricocheted a few times but stayed in play before being cleared away. Owen will head it out to Turner, trying to keep it under control. Back to Charles, if not forward. Headed away though, and Deaker trying to fight for it, knocked in the middle to O'Connor. Out right to Grejlak, who tries to head it forward, but McDonald intercepts and clears it out. They are very good at keeping the ball in play from these clearances. But Stockbridge have the ball, trying to get it to right, gets it to Grejlak. Puts the ball into the middle to Morris, heads it on. Can Deakin get the touch? No, and it's going to bounce into the middle, and Lowson gets hold of it. Hello to Luke Mangum saying, come on the Steels, you know. Our former striker there. And hello to Josh Wilson saying, can you give a shout out to Mark Figures watching on his birthday? Happy birthday, Mark. Hopefully the Steels will give you a present here. As Deakin tries to get a foot in, but just going to be recycled out to Robinson. Out to defence, to Baxter, trying to switch it, but instead we'll go short to Swales, under pressure from Rawson. Swales will carry it forward, thinking of the diagonal, instead he's going to just go short to Jallow. Back it goes to Neary, the wing back, then back to Swales, puts it in the middle, nice strong pass it to Robinson, then some one-touch passing, finds McDonald on the left. Gone deep, and back it goes to Baxter, and then to Swales, put under pressure by Morris as Stockbridge are coming out of their shape a bit to try and press. As McDonald gets it down to Turner on the left. Foot goes in, appeals for a free kick, not given. Stockbridge could break, but I think Charlesworth was where now there'll be a free kick as Charlesworth is caught by the standing tackle of O'Donnell. 30 minutes gone in this game, remains 0-0. The young fans in the Tommy Cooney stand not particularly pleased with the referee's decision. They're saying he does things. We can't say any more. We have the welfare officer in front of us. We really can't get in trouble today. She's listening. Townsend putting the ball, going to the box, and there is going to be a foul given. Stocksbridge going to be penalised for pushing. I'm not sure what the referee saw, but what he saw he didn't like. Free kick for Dunston. Some big chances for both teams have happened in this game. Craig Bass within 6 minutes volleyed one over, and then Elliot Owen has just headed one over from a corner. Ball goes forward. Tinker having a bit of wrestling match, not going to penalise for it. Owen clears way, takes a deflection on the way through. O'Connor heads it out. Rawson trying to control, leaves it to Morris, gets it out onto the left, but two over hit and it goes out for a Dunston throw-in. So, ball head forward, Owen will head it away, back it goes to Neary, who heads it forward again. Jala will try to get the header, but Owen beats him to it, and it's going to be brought down there by Morris. Gets out to Deakin, back to Turner, tries to knock it forward, but blocked. Tinker will return it forward. Rawson will challenge the header, gets it into the middle, but McDonald then able to clear it away. Out now to Charlesworth, who can only send that up at the air. Never got control of that as he'd have wanted, and put under pressure by Jallo. Goes out for a Dunston throw. I smell burning. I feel like I smell burning there. Might just be my knees in this weather. Beautiful Gateshead sunshine. Someone will be spraying champagne at the end of this game. We don't know who yet. 0-0 here. Dunston on the attack. Charlesworth intercepts and clears, but only back to O'Donnell. Switched out to the right. Dunston trying to attack. Finds it open Neary, who's got space. Morris trying to defend. Neary getting past Morris, gets past Turner, puts the cross in, takes a couple of ricochets, Tinker clears. Great play by Neary, and then Rawson trying to fight for the ball before Pearson's able to recycle it into defence. Just listening, I think that's Rawson on fire. Well, he's yet to catch fire yet. Rawson has well down the right. Charles trying to burst out. He's trying to get the beat under his man, trying to get past, and the tackle goes in. McDonald gets it away and gets it to Turner. Ball goes out for Dunston throw in the end, blocked by Grejlak. So on the left hand side it is with McDonald. Launched forward, look for Jallo. Goes over everyone's head and it'll be a free kick. Eagledon's pushed Jallo in the back on that occasion. So free kick on that touchline. So will be a free kick which be JJ O'Donnell taken. He is the main danger man for Dunston. And Steels will need to be firm on defence, because Dunston like their set pieces as much as Stocksbridge do. We've actually got a second ball on the pitch right now. So technically any goal that goes in would have to be disallowed. Ball is blocked and it's going to go out into the qualifying and out then for a corner kick. It's actually some kids playing on a little pitch to the side of us here. That the ball's flown out onto the actual pitch. That'd have been an interesting one if it had gone in. Because it is technically that the game should be stopped if a second ball's on. But it is a Dunston corners. Dunston did almost score from a corner earlier on in the game. Craig backs the volleying over. They'll feel confident. They've got a short option in Pearson, but they're not going to take it. Very high, lofted, goes to the edge. It's a poor one in the end. Jallo will pick it up deep and have to knock it back in defence. Grejlak will press as Neary gets it away. Chester down well. O'Connor can't get it off him. As he's dropping deep now is Robinson, and then knocks it off O'Connor for a Dunston throw. They've done quite well, Dunston, to retain possession. 35 minutes gone in this game. 0-0 here. And Chris McDonald, he had a knock earlier, and he is going to be replaced. And he'll be replaced by, we're just waiting for him to turn around. We'll tell you who he's replaced later. We do have some news elsewhere. No, there's a shot comes in, and it weren't actually far off by O'Donnell. Turner, Townsend seemed to be convinced it was going wide anyway, but not too far off. It's JJ Crisp who has come on to replace Chris McDonald. And the goal, there's another goal at the Steel City Stadium. Diego Nosh has made it 3-0 to the reserves against Rossington FC. They've got a hand on that trophy already. The ball goes out here for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Allowing Charles right in front of that Dunston bench at the moment. Sends it forward. Rawson heads it on. Grezlak trying to control. On that right, moves in. Gets middle to Rawson. Rawson being surrounded by 2-3 players. And then he's tackled and cleared away. And then Miggleton just missed his kick, and he just had to volley that one out for a throw-in at the second attempt. It was not what he would have wanted to do. So back with Crisp now for the throw-in, who took McDonald's place on that left-hand side. Obviously the knock he got earlier, he wasn't able to get out. And that's not a great throw. He's released that a bit earlier, and it's gone high up in the air. But he has got the ball back. Crisp gets it out to the left, and then blocked and tackled by O'Connor, who's knocked it over the top. Grezlak will chase, and he's looking to get to his man, but Neary's done well to get that, and he's been forced out to the right, Neary, and then trying to get it back to Lawson, and Lawson gets it away. Taken down well, and Tinkle tackles. Jallow gets the last touch, but actually no, Dunston throwing. With O'Donnell for the throw, but he's going to now leave it for Neary. Ball knocked forward by Neary after getting it back. O'Connor didn't see that Eagledon had the header and headed it behind, but Tinker clears away. Then Grezlak tried to turn it on, but intercepted by Neary. And now Dunston have possession in a good area. Robinson out to the left to Crisp. In defence it goes, now forward, and back it will go to Swales. Swales carries it forward, knocked over the top. Headed away to the edge to Jallow. Jallow takes a shot over the bar. Dunston are getting chances on the edge of the area, and you just think if Steels keep letting them do that, they're going to get one on target eventually. It's where they scored on Tuesday night. Townsend sends it long. Rawson drops it and heads it on. Deflected into the air into the defence and sent right up in the air by Swales. Deakins trying to track it, and he's going to miss out on that header. O'Connor gets it forward, and then Tinker clips it forward looking for Rawson, and Crisp should have that one covered, but Rawson's trying to do anything he can, but Crisp was just getting him away, and it goes out for a goal kick. So back it will go for Lawson. Short out to the right to Swales. Back into to Lawson it goes. Lawson sent long. Look for Charlesworth. Big strong header away, but only into the middle of the park, and that header will find its man of man as O'Donnell goes forward with the ball for Dunston. Moving over to the right wing, being followed, but gets it back to Neary. Neary out to the right. Tinker trying to get the tackle in as he's forced deeper, and then Grezlak does get the tackle in, tries to stab it forward Turner, but Neary gets it away before O'Connor able to clear it out. Rawson will chase as it goes over Swales' head. Swales is taking it deeper. Rawson will force it to go back to Lawson. Lawson clears it forward and knocked on and all the way forward to Jallow, and Jallow gets out to his left really nicely. Crisp will go forward drills pass forward and gets it to Robertson. Tried the first touch pass, blocked, and steals out the ball back to Morris, who's very deep at the moment. And he's going to lose the ball deep, but O'Connor helps him out and gets it forward for Rawson, who's going to try and keep it in on the right-hand side. And he's going to lose the ball, though. In the middle, Robinson flicks it onto the left. Controlled and back into the middle. Turner intercepts, and then Charles have drilled deep to Grejlak. Grejlak trying to hold the play. Gets out of the right to Rawson. Can Stocksbridge break here? Bit of space. Got Grejlak on the right. Finds Grejlak on the right. And then he'll be tackled. He'll come away with the ball though, Grejlak. He's trying to get it into the box. Gets the block. Corner to Seals. First time the corner's going to come from the right-hand side. Danny Deacon, Stocksbridge's leading assist maker, heads over to take it. So can Deacon unlock this Dunston defence with the set piece?
Come on.
Here it comes. Into the middle it goes. Lawson punches it. It's going to go out to the left-hand side. Owen's trying to rescue it here, but will it go out for another corner? Yes, it does. This time it'll be a Curtis Turner corner. So Turner will take on that left side. Turner's corner set up Owen last time, but was headed over the bar. This time, will he get another delivery like that? Lawson being crowded by Grejlak. Here comes the corner now. Players moving in the box into the near post. Over, and it's headed away at the far post. Back to Turner. Looking to get the second ball in. He's being surrounded though. Trying to get some space. Puts the ball in, head away at the near post. Tinker trying to challenge, but it gets out to O'Donnell, who gets out of defence. Dunston trying to break now. Sliding challenge from Turner. Stops it, and Turner might be able to get down the left-hand side. Can't do so though, being blocked. Grejlak goes over. Tinker's going to go forward to Morris. That's a handball from the Dunston man, but not given. Bounced up and hit his arm. I think the accidental one's got flicked off Deacon. Jallo's going to get it very open in the middle area. Stocksbridge have not got many man back yet. As Jallo's going forward, O'Connor gets the tackle in, and that's going to be given as a free kick. Dunston will get the chance from this set piece. Wants to take it quickly, not going to be allowed. Now have over 100 listeners on the commentary now, so thank you very much. Over 100. 100. So back with Neary now for this free kick. Low ball headed outwards by Morris, but it'll just go out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. "43 minutes gone in this game, 0-0 still. Finally poised, Stocksbridge go more into it after a tricky start. And then Dunston trying to play around that side, can't. Going to stay out and going to be a throw-in. Going to see how much out of time we get soon from our fourth official, a rarity at this level. Charles launches the ball forward, cleared away by Baxter and out for another Stocksbridge throw. Sometimes say the end of the first half is the best time to score. It's Grejlak trying to get Morris to the corner of the box, but gone out to O'Connor trying to get forward to Grejlak, trying to turn, trying to get down the right hand side to right. Here it goes, cross going in to the far post. It's beyond Deacon, who will look to rescue it. He's going to just knock it out and make sure it goes out for a throw-in rather than a goal kick. But I believe the referee said it's gone out beforehand. So it is a goal kick. So back with Lawson now for this goal kick. Long ball forward. Headed behind by Owen. Peels for a free kick and not given. It will be a Dunston throw on our right. Dale Pearson with it. Thrown back to Neary. Into the middle to Pearson, then back to Neary. He's been forced further back. And then back to Lawson. He's going to switch it over to the left. Dunston trying to go down that left-hand side now, but poor pass to O'Connor. Gets it forward to Rawson. Rawson's onside. He's got a few men in front of him. He's trying to get space. Tackle goes in. Out to O'Connor. Tries to get in the middle to Turner, but the tackle goes away. Steals just too loose and just too unawares. And now Dunston have a break opportunity. Dunston going forward here. It's with JJ O'Donnell. He's taking it out to the right. Tinker's following. Stocksbridge are getting their men back now to the side, but it's completely unmarked. Robinson here gets it further back. And then out now to Turner on the right. Got no one on him at the moment. Deacon now to bench. Back into the edge of the area. To Pearson, takes a shot. It's high and wide. It took a deflection. Corner kick Dunston. Steele's just not getting their men back as they should. 1 minute at a time here. And I think Steele's will want to just make sure this does not go in. And keep this goalless going into the break. Turner will take this corner, which Dunston have looked good at so far in this game. Half time at the reserves. Reserves leading 3-0 in the Saturday Cup final. Nice looking corner that, to the far post. It goes over Jallo's head. Jallo will chase it on the right wing. Second chance to get the ball in. Plays it short here to O'Donnell. O'Connor gets tackling. It won't be a corner because it will be half time. Both teams have had big chances. Early on, Craig Baxter volleyed over for Dunston, whereas Elliot Owen headed over from our own set piece at the opposite end. It is 0-0 here at the UTS Stadium. It is all to play for in the next 45. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Stocksbridge Park Seals will have their team for you in a bit second as Dunston are on the ball on the right hand side, and bit of a battle. Dunston just knock it forward and Eagledon will let it go past him, but got Shadow coming through behind him. But we'll just go back to Townsend. So the teams for Dunston, it's Dan Lawson in goal, then Harvey Neary, Chris McDonald, Michael Pearson, Jude Swales, Craig Pass, actually Chris McDonald subbed off for JJ Chris, I do apologise, Craig Baxter, JJ O'Donnell, David Robertson, Sado Jallo, Dale Pearson and Daniel Turner. The benches Scott Robson, Rory Edwards, Jack Walker and Richard Coulson. For Stocksbridge, it's Ben Townsend, Tom Charles, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, the captain, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Danny Deakin, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Oliver Gregelach. The bench is Elliot Murray, Jordan Lemon, Jack Dorman, Tommy Marshall and Thomas Poole. We are 45 minutes away from one team booking a place to the Northern Premier League East Premier Division. As Dunston send one up into the air and out for a throw-in. Hello to Luke Whitson saying, come on Steels, kind of hanging going up the Dunston. We've got a few Dunston fans in there. And James S.E. to up the Stocksbridge. So back with Charles for the throw-in. Back out to Gregelach, who's trying to control it. Flicks it over to the left, but headed away. Only back to Turner, though. Turner just struggling to control it at the moment. Gets tackled, but O'Connor back in. Turner steps back up with the ball to Charles, who tries to get it into the middle, but intercepted. Steele's trying to put some pressure on, and it's done well because it's going to Morris on the right. Gets it into Gregelach. Gregelach puts it across. Rawson just misses it with his leg. It could be 1-0. An early opportunity for the Steels. Rawson trying to raise his leg to get it. It's very high, middle of the ball. It's quite tricky to get something onto that. And now Dunston break on the other side. Dunston bursting in, puts it into the middle, and it's going to go across everyone. And I think it's Robinson who's chased it down the left-hand side. It's going end-to-end at the start of this second half. In the middle now to Pearson. They've retained possession well. Out the right to Neary. Back in the middle to Pearson again. And then back to Neary, who's going to cut into the middle. Trying to look for something. You have to send it back to Crisp here. Juggles up in the air, but gets it to his man on the left, O'Donnell. Trying to find the way through that left-hand side. In the middle it goes again to Neary. Neary control, will switch it, and Tinker will get it. Heads it out, got fault to Jallo though, not a great header from Tinker. Jallo trying to find the overlap. It's just a bit too overhit, looking for Robinson. It goes out, will be a goal kick. A threat for the Steels as well, so both teams coming out attacking in this second half. The reserves have restarted over at the Steel City Stadium. They lead 3-0 against Rossington FC. Harrison Winnell going up the stocky and get Dorman on. We might see him a bit later on. So back with Townsend. Ball forward from Townsend. Look for O'Connor, but headed away by Pearson. And Jallo's got Owen in his back. Owen just about gets it away. It's a race to try and get on this next ball. And then Tinker, well, he's gone down and it will be a free kick. Dunston not happy about it. Jallo's connected with Tinker as he was getting to the ball. Can understand why Dunston are frustrated, but yeah, he hit a foul. We are biased here, so maybe Jallo's going to talk to from the referee. Might get it. Not going to get a yellow card for it. So Townsend will have this free kick midway into his own half. $1,300 here today at the UTS Stadium. As the ball goes forward, Rawson heads it on, looking for Grejlak. Grejlak trying to jump through it. Cleared out. Charles gets it forward, but it does go to Turner, who can head it away. Looking for Jallo, who's been a constant problem for the Steel's defence to deal with. Goes out to left, Gild forward. Owen's trying to read it. He does, gets it out to the right. Morris tries to chase it down, loses the ball. Not enough for a free kick there from Crisp. As Robertson gets it out to the right. Dunston charging forward. Dunston seems to have a lot more energy in this second half. Blocked by Tinker, out for a throw-in. Thrown out to the back now to Neary. Has to give it back to Swales. Swales. Back it goes to Baxter. Over to Swales, who slices it forward. Chance to try and get the header forward. Does. Deacon will try and get into his path. Just a bit ahead of him. Neary steps in onto it, moves into the centre. In the middle to O'Donnell. Gets it out to the right. And Dunston coming forward after an early scare. Dunston, like in the first half, are starting to take control. It's a nice switch over to Crisp, who brings it down well on the left side. Moves into the middle. Right foot tries to switch it again. Over here, going to go out for a throw-in on that far side. So, back for Tink. So, back with Tink, who's very deep, very close to his own corner flag with his throwing. So, I'm also trying to listen to the tactical analysis of our chairman, the former assistant manager at Stocksbridge. As Turner has it, stabs it out here to Charles, who sends it down the line. Controlled, though, and intercepted by Dunston, who sends it down the line again. And it's a good ball here, and Dunston looking to get the killer ball. Into the middle it goes. With Pearson. It's out to right to Neary. Ball goes in, it's a good looking ball. Jallow gets a touch, and it's loose in the box before it's cleared away by Turner. Throwing to Dunston. Back for Swales. Now Baxter. Controlling the right, in the middle to Pearson. Pearson dribbling it. Then sends it out to Baxter. Baxter send it forward. Got past O'Connor before sending it sideways to Neary. I do wonder, Morris, I think he just spotted it. If Steels can tackle, they could potentially control. But Crispy's in a lot of space to switch. But now Morris is going to try and win the ball. It goes forward and then he misses the 50-50. O'Connor sends it forward, and this could be a chance here because Grejlak is going to have the ball bounce front street. Grejlak got space. Can he get it in the middle? Grejlak into the middle, cleared away. And then it goes out and it's going to be kept in and then out for a throw in the left hand side, and Steels can't take advantage of having the 3-on-2. I think a better ball from Grejlak there. I think it was one of those that demanded, something a bit harder hit. So throwing though for Steels. Dunston caught out there, leaving Kieran forward. Thrown to Deakin, then back to Tinku. Can't control it there, and tackle goes in high up. Jallow looking to win it, and then Dunston are able to clear. O'Donnell brings it down beautifully. O'Donnell there, and then it's Turner who gets past Eagleton. Charles with a foot in. It's going to be a foul. I think it might be a yellow card as well. Charles is going to get a talking to from the referee. So it's going to get continued to top. I think Charles is going to get a let off here actually. 53 minutes gone. But what's the concern is Jack Tinker is currently down on that far side. So he's going to need some treatment from our physio, Liv Phillips. So we'll just have a brief stoppage. Just watching the reserves, but they've just been caught out for an offside. They still lead 3-0, our reserves, in the Saturday Cup final. So it will be free kick. Tinker will have to go off though for this injury for a short amount of time. He is going to be able to return. Steels will need to defend resolutely from another set piece. 54 minutes gone. Sado Jallo is probably the big target man on that far side. He said he's going to get it short actually. Catch the Steels out for a bit. Chris now puts a good diagonal ball in. Header on towards that far side. Being brought down there by Pearson, but a free kick being given. I think he handled it during that, and it will be Stocksbridge's free kick. They survive the free kick. So back now for Townsend to take this free kick away from his box. Look, sends it forward now. Rawson will look to win this, but it goes over his head. Grejlak will control it. He's trying to take it onto the right wing, but it just gets away from him, and Baxter clears. Turner can head it up into the air, and he heads it sideways, but Jallo will win the ball, holding up the ball before O'Connor got a foot in. Then Tinker sends it out to the right. He's looking for Grejlak, but headed away by Baxter again. Turner misses it, and then Jallo heads out to left to Turner. Turner got a bit of space in front of him, but he's been forced backward after O'Connor stepped in. Back it goes, and then it will be out for a Dunston throw after a block from Morris. I won't be shocked if we saw Tommy Marshall come on soon to try and add a different facet of this Steels attack. As Grejlak almost wins it off the press from Baxter. He has the ball back now, the veteran Dunston defender, been here many years, been in many playoffs for the home team. They did lose in that final last year, they don't want to do that again. But then Tinker almost wins the ball, gets a bit of a shove, and it will be a free kick with Michael Pearson using his arm to block him. It's exactly on the halfway line. And I thought there might be a card for that one. The referee is keeping his hands in his pockets. So Townsend will take this. It's just actually, thought it was exactly on the halfway line, but Townsend's taking it half a 2 yard back. Here comes Townsend, sending the ball to that far side. Eagledon heads it into the middle, and then it's headed away. It'll be a corner kick.
Yes, come on.
Danny Deacon heads out to say, good header in by Eagledon, and this is why Townsend takes corners. You don't see many goals from him, but you do see quite a few corners. It's Stocksbridge's fourth corner of the game. And we know how good Deacon can be from these set pieces. Just going to be told to slow it down for a second. Grejlak standing ahead of Lawson, but we've got the big targets like Eagledon and Owen. Here it comes. Goal towards the near post. It's a poor one, cleared away at the near post, and Dunston have got a tactic because they've got a counter-attack going now. Turner's tracking, but Turner's too fast for Turner. Now Tinker trying to track him. He's trying to slow down Turner at the very least. He's forced backwards, and that's got a few of the Steels back now. So it's a good counter-attack from Dunston, but they weren't able to create anything initially, and then Rawson's done really well there. Tackle goes in from Rawson. Can he get the second ball? No. Neary gets in, cross in, blocked, corner kick. It was a poor corner from Deacon that created it, cleared at the near post, a rare poor effort from him. And they had a tactic for it, a counter ready and waiting to go. Still slowed them down a bit, but they have earned a corner from it. .57 minutes gone. Corner kick for Dunston. Be a left-footed in swinger. Here it comes. It's going right in there. Townsend has to punch it. It's going to be another corner. He planted it right on the keeper, who could only punch it away. Another corner coming. And I imagine they're going to try and do the same thing and plant it on the keeper. Owen trying to protect his keeper in the middle. Here comes another one. In the middle, Townsend punches away again. It stayed in play. Pearson's got it. Back to Jallow on the corner of the box. Puts a decent ball in, far side. And it goal! It's the bar! And it's still in the area. Turner just hacked it away. It's a throw-in. I thought that was going over, but it just looped down at the last. Townsend may have got a hand to it. Dunston are having probably their best portion of the game so far. So it'll be another throw-in now for Dunston. The left-hand side goes Deacon trying to press his man out. Back to the left, looking for a cross. Overlap's gone well. Lose the ball in the middle, but and then Stocksbridge able to clear. Now Grejlak trying to hold it up. Now trying to beat his man. Got two men round him. Does really well. Now Grejlak going down the right, holding the ball up again. Now trying to get down the right, getting a bit of a push in the back. Trying to slip it for O'Connor, but then cleared away. We'll be back with Charles, who will send it down to the right. O'Connor heads it on. Grejlak will try and get to it, trying to bring it down edge of the box. Turning, trying to send it to the left. Doesn't have enough power on it to find Rawson on the far side. Now Dunston will come back out with it. It's more end-to-end in this half as Tinker tries to block off his man, and he does so successfully as Pearson tries to go forward. Throwing for Stocksbridge. Ian Richards calling for a calm from his team. So back now with Tinker, who throws it down, goes all the way down, looks for Morris here. Deacon trying to get onto it. Deacon does, but the last touch from Dunston Blaze goes out for another throw-in. So back now with Tinker for this throw-in. Goes it to Grejlak, trying to get it back to Tinker. Tinker beats his man, he's being held. Will be a free kick, and surely that's going to be our first yellow of the game. The yellow's in hand, and I believe that's Craig Baxter with the yellow. We'll just confirm that. We'll see who it comes through as. Tinker about to break through, and I think Dunston know how dangerous he can be when he does that. Corner kick for Turner to take. Another big chance from a set piece for the Steels. Can they use this wisely? Just some stoppage at the moment. And now referee backs away, so we will get the okay from the free kick soon. And here it comes. Turner takes a free kick. Look for that far post. Lowson able to claim it really well. They tried to plant it on him, but Lowson does a very good job. Ball sent forward by Lowson. Goes over Tinker's head. And Eagleton trying to watch it. Owen trying to watch it out. Jallow gets the last touch. Nothing given. But then he does go out for a throw-in just as JJ O'Donnell is about to get on it. Still 0-0 here. 62 minutes gone. There's a hero on this pitch, but which colour is he wearing? Tinker throws it down, rolls heads onto Grejlak, knocked away, headed on. Charlesworth will just allow that to go back to Townsend.
Come on now, just keep it.
Big boot forward. He's looking for Grejlak, but step forward Crispies, but he's glanced over him. And then Morris tries to head it on. O'Connor trying to control it, has to go back to Turner, drills it forward, but mistimed and intercepted by Chris. Turner on the now. Send it forward to Jallow. And then it comes off Eagleton. He won't have been happy with that as he goes out for a Dunston throw.
Runs that way, brilliant.
Jallow, he's an impressive figure. Scored quite a few goals against Stocksbridge since we've been in the same division. Including that 4-2 win where Dunston beat us here in 2021, the last time Dunston actually beat us here at this ground. But we didn't play them here last year. That was a 2-2 draw at Concept because of the problems they had with the pitch.
Hold on, lads.
As Deakin wins, takes the ball forward, takes a little deflection. Grejlak knocks it on and going to be Neary first to the ball, gets it back to Lowson, who drills it well forward. It's a nice ball forward. Owen will head it away into midfield. Turner wins it. Gets it back out to Charles, who clears it away. Morris will look to challenge for it, but well headed away though by Swales. Then returned by Iggulden. Headed away again in the middle. Turner can only get it backwards though, and then it's the audacious attempt, I think is the right word, from JJ O'Donnell that goes high and wide. Daniel Turner to the left of him was not very happy with that decision that he went for that. Still 3-0 the reserves match. Not got any updates from Dekeer, and every time I look it seems to be in the middle, so not much seems to be happening. I think subs are happening at the moment. As the ball goes forward, big header away by Pearson before Owen returns it forward. Grejlak's going to try and press for it, but Aniri can only head it backwards. There could be a bit of trouble here. They're trying to head it out. Goes to Morris, who tries to head it to the side, but Neary not gets it, and he's going to clear it away, and he's trying to turn it into an attack, but O'Connor just about does enough to get it away. To Tinker, forward to Deakin. Deakin forward to Morris. Tackle goes in, and then Morris trying to get it at the second attempt. Does get it at the second attempt. Tries to get it to the left-hand side, and Tinker goes forward. Tinker puts the cross in. Going to go out. Just knocked away before it can go to Grejlak. Turner will pick it up. He's trying to take it out wide, but I think he might end up dribbling it out of play for a throw-in, and he does. It's a Stocksbridge throw. We saw some very strict whistles there, but we're not entirely sure what, because of the crowd that blocked our view of that right-hand side. Back he goes to Charles. He's going to be pressed and beats his man. Cross goes in. Near post headed away to Turner, who drills a shot. It's on target, blocked. Goes to Tinker. Tinker, he's going to take the shot. It's dribbled through. It's in! No! Wait! The offside flag's up. The offside is plugged up. Tinker's shot took a deflection and it fell to Morris, who knocked it in, and I think it's the right decision, to be fair, but James Morris was on who took it in. And it's still 0-0 here, just as we thought the Steels had took the lead. And what's worrying is that is reminiscent of when Stocksbridge thought they took the lead at Stockton Town in the semi-finals of the playoffs 2 years ago through Ifebu that day, but it was disallowed for offside. That's why Turner knocks it on. Deek tries to get to it, but Pearson knocks it forward. Owen heads it backwards. Townsend is going to have to chase it, friendly going out for a corner. There's a slide to get out to make sure it's a throw-in. Oh, well, we had a bit of excitement for a second, but the offside flag was up. I'll be honest, I do think that was the correct decision. I did look towards him, but I couldn't see him with the crowd. Out to the right here. Ball goes out forward and it's not cleared properly. Back with JJ O'Donnell. Out to the left, ball goes in and it goes go over the bar for Dunston. Because I saw the line of Dunston players and I could see Morris was ahead of us, so I thought, we'll get lucky if this counts. Back with Townsend. 67 minutes gone. 0-0 here. Steelers have had one choked off. They've celebrated, but for nothing. Townsend, very low drilled ball. Deakin will head it on. Head it out again, but to Michael Pearson, who gets it forward to Tinker, who heads it away. To Morris, who heads it on to Rawson, who's on that left-hand side trying to hold it up, but then just ends up knocking it away from himself. And now Neary wins a 50-50 for Deakin, and then Drill puts it into the middle. Picked up by JJ O'Donnell, now out to his left, to Chris. Sends it forward. Charles is looking to read it. Does read it well, gets it out. Will that go out for a throw-in for Dunston? And we are going to see a Stocksbridge substitution. Tommy Marshall is heading on. He's going to replace James Morris, who thought he'd given the Steels the lead in this game just a moment ago.
Yeah, all right, then, move on.
Marshall will offer a different challenge for this Dunston defence. Pace. And he'll move on to that right wing to take on JJ Crisp, who has looked at times a bit uncertain compared to the man he replaced, Chris McDonald. Ball forward. O'Connor heads away, looking for Rawson. Into the middle. To Grezlak, who knocked it forward, but cleared away by Baxter. Tinker wins it, into the middle it goes, and miscontrolled, but then O'Connor can't get onto it. Out to Turner, who sends it high up in the air. Grezlak will look challenged, but he just allowed Michael Pearson to head it away. Now Jallo will bring it down, but well took away from him by Deakin. Deakin tries the short pass to Turner, who moves to that left wing. Forward to Grezlak, who switched onto the left. Lovely pass to Deakin. Deakin drives forward. Deakin, he's got a man on him. In the middle now. To Grezlak, who sends out to Charlesoff. He's got Marshall ahead of him as an option. Now it's all closed down on him. He has to go back to O'Connor. Then back to the right, but that's intercepted and cleared. Eagledon will head it back in the middle, but Jallo will win that. Sends it forward, but read by Owen, who just sends it up into the air. Tinker will try to head it into the middle, gets it to O'Connor, who sends it forward. Grezlak is going to try and cause a problem, heads it on, but Lowson will claim. 69.5 minutes gone. 0-0 here. As Grezlak puts pressure on, and it's done well, because it's giving it to Deakin, who's going forward to Turner. Under immediate pressure, Turner got two men on him. Can't keep the ball under that. And now Dunston break. Charlesoff is trying to get back. As JJ O'Donnell drills forward. O'Donnell continuing. Charlesoff, great sliding tackle, followed him all the way. Got the sliding tackle in, throwing Dunston. So throwing to Dunston. As we pass the 70-minute mark. Jonah Lemon's been warming up on that far side. Probably an interesting substitute, not one you'd expect. The ball goes on the far side and then goes out. Can't really see the ball due to the crowd as it goes down, but Stocksbridge do get it away then to Grezlak. Now Marshall, who sends it down the channel, which Grezlak will chase. And it's going to be Swales trying to get a deal with it. And it's going to go back to Lowson, who will be put under pressure, and he sends it high into the sky. Marshall will fatter for it with Swales. Into the middle to Deakin, to Turner, and then no one's there for it. Stocksbridge are just sometimes passing it to ghosts. And now Dunston are on the attack themselves as Turner missed that tackle. Neary gets it out to the right. Dunston sending people in the box. High loft one looking for that far post. Charlesoff will watch it as it goes out for a goal kick. Well, the worry now is that Dunston are just planning to do what they did on Tuesday night. A 94th minute winner from Dan Turner, sending this place into delirium, much as Thomas Poole's effort in the 110th minute did at Brackenmore. Thomas Poole waiting on the bench for his opportunity. Ball forward, headed on by Rawson. Grezlak might try and sneak in here, but Baxter just clears it out. Will go out for a throw into Stocksbridge. And there will be a Dunston substitute. Heading off is Dale Pearson. He's going to be replaced by the forward Scott Robson. Robson, who started against us last Saturday. Almost scored. Townsend made a mistake and Robson was able to head it over him. Eagledon saved the blushes there. He'll be looking to go a bit one further today and get that goal that he was denied last Saturday. So Charlesworth with the throw-in. Sends it down the channel, looking for Rawson. Heads to the right to Marshall. Tries to put the cross in, blocked, and it is going to fall to a Dunston player. They're going to pass it out to Jallo, who's very deep, being put under pressure, but Turner's nibbled at his ankles, and it's a free kick. Lets them off on that one. As now Dunston quickly get the game back underway. Sent forward, Owen gets it away to Deakin. Chipped over the top, but headed open there by Neary. Grezlak will bring it down. Tries to get it forward, blocked to throw in for the Steels. So, Tinker with this throw in. Tinker launches that ball upfield. Rawson heading it into the middle. There by Pearson, cleared out. Owen heads away. Goes to Deakin. Back to Turner, knocks forward to Ross. Tries to chest it down, but loses it there, and Neary clears it away. And then it's going to go out and hit the linesman before, and it will be a throw-in. Louis Hall's just hit the bar for the reserves. Still 3-0 there, and O'Connor tries to win the ball but gives it back to Dunston. Out goes. Owen can only head up in the air. This could be something for Robson to do. He's facing up with Eagledon. He goes down, and the referee's not having it. Goes out for a throw into Stocksbridge. Was too easy going down there. I think he wanted that free kick. Michael Beard, the referee from Derbyshire, so no accusations that they picked a local referee. As it's a historic thing with the old FA Cup games going up to Newcastle. Ball down, headed on, going to go out play. Another Stocksbridge throw. Tinker will take it in front of the Steel's bench. 74 minutes gone in this game. We do go to extra time if this finishes level. Headed on, but then Dunston able to clear. Owen tries to control, trying to keep it in. He's going to lose the ball though, and it slips, it goes out. It will be Stocksbridge's throw again. A bit lucky for the Steels, that one. Tinker launching it upfield. Comes off the back of Rawson in the end, and then Stocksbridge trying to fight for it, but then cleared away and been held up by Robson, who knocks it over the top, but Eagledon able to send it back up, looking for Marshall, heads it back in the midfield. O'Connor takes it on the chest, knocks it over the top, looking for Rawson, head away by Swales. Neary will be the first to it, big boot away from him. Charlesworth will win the header forward, and he's going to find O'Connor in a bit of space on the right, slips it back to Charlesworth, but it's a bit of a letdown. Charlesworth does well to stop a break, as it's thrown now to Marshall, trying to turn, dribbles away from a tackle, out to the right to O'Connor, trying to find Marshall again on the right, does do so. Tackle's going to go in, but it's going to be kept there, and I think Dunston have the ball and cleared away. Yes, they do. Out to Robson, who turns Eagledon, and then Robson goes free. He's got Owen who needs to stop him. Deakin trying to fox him out wide. They do well, really well, Deakin and Owen, to stop him getting into the box. A rare mistake from Eagledon, but Dunston's still attacking. Here comes the ball towards the far post. It's hit, over the bar it goes. 75 minutes gone. Oh, yeah, clock did stop for a second, but we are on roughly 75 minutes. The ball goes forward over everyone before Pearson clears away. Eagledon heads it out to Rawson, who tries to control it, tries to get it forward, looking for Grace, tries to knock it over the top, and then it's cleared away, and the offside flags up. Stops that Stocksbridge attacking its tracks. We're on 78 minutes, we'll lose the relax. Back for Lowson. Sent forward. Turner, good strong head away, but only back, cleared away. Owen will head it right back. Marshall challenge for it, comes off Pearson though, and out to Turner on the left, back in the midfield for Dunston. Pearson tries to get it, takes a lot of deflection, and then Tinker's able to clear, and it could turn into a good ball this, as Rawson will look to collect it on the left, but well in from Swales, who just boots that one out for a throw. At the very least, it does look like one piece of silverware is definitely coming to Brackenmore. The reserves leading 3-0 still at Rossington FC. Tinker with the throw, but we are going to get a new football first. Referee's not happy with it. Has won Young Referee of the Year, this one, from the Derbyshire County FA. So back with Tinker now for the throw-in. Launch downfield, looking for Rawson, who will head it into the middle, but no one's there for it. bit strange, that one. You'd think that was the plan, what he wanted to do, but no one was there for it. And now Igledon's fighting with Robson for it, but Igledon eventually clears. Rawson keeps it in the left wing and turns, but then it's Neary gets in on it, tries to put it in the middle, blocked out for a Stocksbridge throw. Pete Goldstraw's having a chat with the fourth official. I think that means Thomas Poole's coming on. He scored the winner on Tuesday night, Thomas Poole, and soon he will be making his way here. Tinker throws it down that side. Rawson volleys it right into the box, but he hasn't gone very far. Marsh trying to get to it, but he's pushed his man in doing so. Free kick to Dunston. When it gets to this and it's 0-0 and you get closer and closer, you just know any goal you concede is going to be even more heartbreaking. Thomas Poole is going to replace Danny Deacon, who has been a regular sub-off in recent weeks, but I think that's just because he's had that hamstring issue and it kept him out for a few games, and he does have to be looked after. At the end of the day, on Tuesday, Danny Deacon has to go to work, and that's the thing you got to remember about all these players. And I say it's Bank Holiday Monday, so as Owen heads away, headed on before Igledon gets it out. Bridlington gets away, but headed returned back, and he goes to that left-hand side. Jallow trying to get a foot on it, but Charlesworth wins it. Charlesworth will try to send it down the line, but should be read by Crisp, who will turn backwards and send it back to his keeper. Rawson will press, but Lowson controls it, takes it out to his right before clearing it away, and then headed on well by JJ O'Donnell before Owen clears it out to Turner, forward to Gredge, got loads of space, drills it to the left here, to left. Ball from Poole goes in the middle. There was a clatter in there as the ball went in, but it was blocked and cleared away. Goes out, Jallow wins the ball, and then goes down from Turner's trip, and Turner will get a yellow card for, at this point, I think it's having quite a few fouls to his name. So, a yellow card apiece now for both teams. So that was for multiple fouls as we enter the 82nd minute here. Dunston prepared to take a free kick that they're also looking to turn into something attacking. Here it comes, the ball going forward. Headed away by Owen. Goes out to Poole, who knocks it forward. Marshall will chase it, but should be covered here by Baxter, who returns it back to the keeper. Lowson takes time with it, and Marshall then does press. Going forward, it's a nice ball forward from him. Headed on into the box and should be covered. Charlesworth will head it back to Townsend. 1,348 here today. It was actually Dale Pearson who got booked earlier, by the way. He was then later taken off. So Townsend sent forward. Looking for Rawson, but headed away. Turner gets a foot onto it, but they only gets it to the other foot. Michael Pearson, who clears it out. And then Igledon tries to head out to the left. He's going to try and clear it now, and he does manage just about. It stays in as well. Gredge heads it on. Marshall could get onto this because his man slipped. Marshall needs to use his pace to get down that right. He hasn't done so. Now he'll try and turn on the afterburners and get down that right. And then his cross is blocked. It will be actually go out for a goal kick. It's come off Marshall last. Nearing the end of 90 minutes at the moment. So Lowson will have a goal kick now. Takes his time now. Here he goes, long from Lowson. Jallow heads it up into the air. Then headed on by Robinson before Igledon returns out, looking for Rawson, but head away from him. Out to the left it goes to JJ O'Donnell. Heading further back. Charles are following him, but Marshall will intercept the pass forward, and the ball goes out. Will be a Stocksbridge throw. Charlesworth throws it back to O'Connor, takes the touch under pressure immediately. Charlesworth knocks it through the legs of O'Donnell. Charlesworth going forward, trying to get out to the right to Grezlak, but intercepted by Baxter, putting him under pressure. Cleared away, and then knocked away by O'Connor. Grezlak trying to see if he can do something with this, and it's headed up into the air. Grezlak still challenging in the box now, and out for Crisp, who will now boot that one out. He slices it, but are now intercepted by O'Connor. O'Connor out to Marshall. Player comes across into the middle. Rawson back to goal, has it at the edge of the area. Back it goes to Grezlak, shot blocked. Tinker trying to race onto it, but Jallo got it, and he's going to send it forward, and he's looking now for Robson to cause problems. Robson picks it up on the left-hand side. Eagledon gets his foot in, and now it's cleared out. Will be a Dunston throw. .85 minutes gone. Thrown into the middle, out towards that left-hand side. Dunston looking to get the ball into the box now, as here it comes, but headed away by Turner. Only out to Michael Pearson, who controls and sends it short out to the right to Robinson. Being forced backwards. Out back it goes to Baxter, who controls. Going forward, into the middle now, to Pearson. Out it goes, and Steele's trying to put some pressure on. They're holding their shape really well as it's back to Baxter. Send a pass forward to Jallo, and that was a bit too easy, that. And now knocked over the top by Pearson. Look for Robson, headed out to the right here. Turner setting himself up. Back it goes, shot drilled, blocked. It's fallen in the area, and then somehow Robson isn't able to get one off. Steele's clear. Still with Dunston. And then he will be cleared away by Thomas Poole. Rawson challenging, he goes underneath, but it just falls back to Grezlak, who chests it down. He's got pressure from the back, but he holds off and does it really well. Gives it sideways to O'Connor. Slip it back to Grezlak, man, but he doesn't do so. O'Connor back to Charlesworth. Time being taken with it. Passer in the middle looking for Rawson. Chests it down well, trying to get it to right. To Grezlak. Grezlak sends it middle, doesn't get the power on it. Lawson gets down low. Grezlak knows he could have done better with that one. Grezlak needs to get back in position because Neary is charging forward on that right side. Neary. And he sends it all the way forward and all the way to Townsend. And he sends a diagonal swing, looking for Rawson, finds him really well. Back it goes to Tinker. Tinker sends it forward, looking for Grezlak, takes it down on his chest. Looking to turn, finds Tinker on that left-hand side. Tinker puts a cross in, and it's going to be blocked by Chris before it makes it to Marshall. Cleared out, but now there's a counter-attack in, but well blocked by O'Connor, but he loses it to Jallo, so this counter-attack is back on for Dunston. O'Connor gets another tackle in, keeps it in really well. In the middle for Grezlak, who knocks it forward, but no one's there for it. Back with Jude Swales, who sends it forward, looking for Robson. And it's going to go out of play for a throw-in. Back now with Tinker for this throw-in. Wonder if we might see Jack Dolman soon, and with that extra pace is what we might see Ian Richards try to use. Though worryingly, Jack Dolman can't open the toilet door on the coach, so maybe that'll keep him off. As the ball goes out for another Steele's throw-in. Dunston coaching staff aren't happy about that one. Starting to enter that point of the game where you feel if you score now, you're probably going to win it. Tinker launches the throw down, headed away, but pulling from Luke Rawson gives the free kick away to Dunston. Frustrating way to give up possession. So Stocksbridge have. When you think about it, Stocksbridge only scored twice against Dunston this season. One was from a penalty for Alex Hardwick. The other was from a mistake in that, well, you could argue he shouldn't have countered through a foul in the build-up, and Luke Rawson scored that after 72 seconds last Saturday. Ball forward, headed away, but it only goes back to Dunston on the right-hand side now. Ball clipped into the box, and Townsend will claim it. Townsend thinking about a quick release, but Dunston got into position pretty quickly to get back in there. Ball forward from Townsend. Rawson will challenge for it, but head away into midfield easily so. Robinson sending out to the right, looking here for Robson. Back it goes to Turner, who sends it over the top. And then challenge goes in. Stocksbridge will get a free kick after going through the back of Kurt Turner. We've just crossed the 90th minute mark. And back with Townsend now. Just a talking to for Scott Robson on that occasion.
What? Yeah, you would think so. You would think so, but there's a long free kick for the into box now, I think.
So Townsend with this free kick. Ball going in. Rawson's going to try and see if he can get something on it. Heading into the box. Marshall's trying to turn it, scramble, but then Crisp is able to get it away. And there's a chance for a counter here. Slip forward to Robson. Tinker trying to stop it. He does do so successfully. There will be 3 minutes added on in added time. And it's going to be a Stocksbridge free kick here again on this close to the bench. Wait a minute, did Scott Robson? I thought it was Scott Robson who got another yellow then for a second, but.
Did you book one of ours?
No one of theirs. But I thought it was the same player, to be honest.
Oh.
See what happens when it comes up on football web pages. And Townsend will take the free kick just inside Dunston's half.
Come on, fellas.
From Townsend, ball in, looking for that far post. Lawson will look to claim it, punched away. Turner will head it back into the box. Headed back again, and then it will be knocked away by JJ O'Donnell. Charlesworth will defend it. Back to keeper, come on. Back. We know he's going to try and turn his man. He does it really well, actually. But he's on the left-hand side. Left foot forward, looking for Rawson, but headed up away and into the middle by Swales, and Dunston have the ball back. But it's a slice ball. Turner gets it in the middle now to Grejlak. Grejlak out wide to O'Connor. O'Connor here holding it up, needing some men in the box. Got him now. Cross going in high, lofted one. Tacked but high to the air, going to bounce on the edge of the area, and Jallow clears. Eagledon tries to head it up. Headed up by Robson, and then Eagledon heads it away out to Tinker. Tries to knock it forward. He got the block off Turner, throwing Stocksbridge. 2.5 minutes gone of added time. 3 will be the sum that's given by the assistant ref. Every Ian Richards playoff game in Stocksbridge history has gone to extra time. It looks like we're going to have the same. Into the middle, not gone forward. Head up into the air by Owen. I don't think he knew Eagledon was there. And Charlesworth only heads it back to a Dunston player. He's been forced wide by Grejlak. Grejlak got a foot in. Will be a Dunston throw. Crisp will have the throw. It was at this point when Dunston won the game last on Tuesday night.
That's 3 minutes, ref.
3 minutes now gone. Rawson heads it on to Poole, who's trying to hold up the ball. He slips it back to Rawson, but stabbed away from him to Crisp, and now in the defence. Pearson trying to go forward, O'Connor blocking him. Tries to get it to the right to Robson. In the middle to Jallow. Jallow controls. Back it goes now to O'Donnell. O'Donnell going forward. Puts the ball in. It's a very well hit ball into the 6-yard area. Appears for a corner. Corner given. We are 93.5 minutes into what is meant to be.
Where do you find that extra minute?
An extra minute has been found. And the Steels have a corner to defend. Are Dunston going to do it again like they did on Tuesday night? They did it then. They've got a chance to do it now. I'd have everyone back if I was Stocksbridge, to be honest, because I don't think that if it gets cleared, the whistle will blow. Tommy Marshall now dropping back. Here comes the corner. It's a good-looking one. Headed away off the line. And there we go. It's going to be extra time here We're going to take a minute break. The Steels thought they took the lead through James Morris, who's disallowed for offside. We'll see you in a minute or two. Bridlington will try to have this covered, and he just sends that away and upfield and head away again into midfield. O'Connor can't get a clean foot on it. Turner will head it forward, then back it goes to Pearson, who knocks it forward, headed on, and Charlesworth will just boot that one away. Rawson's trying to challenge for it. Rawson just shielded his man, but he's done too much, and free kick. And Rawson's going to get himself a booking for this. He's not happy about it, but he's got it. So it's Dunston now for free kick. Here in extra time. Steels have Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner the captain, Elliot Owen, Paul Eagledon, Thomas Poole, Alex O'Connell, Luke Rawson, Tommy Marshall and Oliver Gresham at the benches, Elliot Murray, Jordan Lemon and Jack Dolman. Jack Dolman's the only real attacking option for the Steels now on the bench. Ball goes into the opposite side of the box, goes across everyone. Robson wins it, gets the header. He wants a penalty. He's not going to get it. I think he's gone down too easily under Rawson there on the right, and he's not having it. I think Robson, because he's gone down a few other times as well, I think he's marked his card with the referee as well, which is not a good thing to do. To be fair, Steele had that early penalty call when Lawson seemed to go into the back of Luke Rawson, and you could argue that's an evening up. I think the last thing anyone wants is for it to be decided by a controversial referee's decision here. As Townsend sends it forward, Rawson heads it on, but no one there for it. Into the air it goes from Swales. Turner will challenge for it, heads it forward, but blocked. It goes out to the left, goes to Grezlak, who gets it back down, but he's going to go to Robson, who's forward. He's looking for his overlap option, finds his overlap option at JJ O'Donnell. Tinker will cover as JJ O'Donnell has only the man in front of him, trying to cut in on the inside, puts a cross in towards the far post. Jallo just misses his header. Goal kick. Sado Jallo was wanting a penalty. That one was lighter than the previous one, I thought. So back with Townsend. Sending it forward now. Rawson looking to get the head onto it, but goes over the top. Marshall trying to turn his man. Gets a block on the clearance. Going to go into the box. He's bouncing awkwardly. Marshall's trying to get it. He's going to take left foot shot. It's not far off. I think he could only get his left foot there, which meant he had to go for the near post, and Lawson did have it well covered as well. So back with Lawson. Back with Lawson now. Sent forward by him. Sado Jallo will head it on. Then it goes here to O'Donnell. Out to the left. And to get it through. It goes to Robson. The flag's gone up even if it had gone in. Yeah. Well, Scott Robson, he thought he was in. He had sent it over anyway, but the flag was up. This linesman. Yeah. This linesman, he's keen, isn't he, this linesman, over Mr. Kevin McKitterick. Can't say he's got all wrong, though, yet. Backward, Townsend sends it forward, headed away and out into the middle for Robertson, who knocked it forward. He's going to take an awkward bounce, but Townsend comes out and claims it. See, you've got to wonder how long some of the forwards that Dunston have kept on will be able to last. Same for some of the Steels ones as well. Ball goes forward and comes off the back of Rawson, but then headed away by Swales out to the right. Kept in and then knocked in the air by Crisp. Headed on by Robinson and headed on then by Robson, who's been very good since coming on. Stocksbridge trying to get it on that side, and well won by Grejlak. Tried to get forward, block, but then Charlesworth will send it forward, and Rawson will challenge Thomas Poole, trying to cause a problem in that corner as well. And then he has to go, gets cleared out for a Steele's throw-in. 95 minutes gone in this game. 10 to go in the first half of extra time. Back with Charlesworth now. Back to Turner, to Charlesworth. Sent forward here to Grejlak. Grejlak puts the cross in, looking at the near post, cleared away before he can get to Rawson. Still in the area. Clear away, Grejlak's going to try and bring it down. He turns, takes the shot, it's on goal! Saved by Lawson. He dived well to his left and held on to it. Did well down Lawson to get down well on his left. Ball going forward. Looking for Turner, who's going to head it away. Up into the air but by Neary, and he's going to just juggle it into the middle. Controlled as he's been followed by Grejlak. Had to go, and Marshall almost got onto that. He went back to Chris, but Marshall trying to get his foot in. Chris drills it forward. He finds Jallow, who's doing a great job holding off Eagledon. Onto the left-hand side now. Dunston will look to switch it, looking for O'Donnell, but he's have to drop back to get it. There was appeals for handball that aren't given. Turner's done well to win it there. Gets it forward to Poole. Poole's getting held. Free kick, Stocksbridge. Michael Pearson will get a telling off here. And a yellow card. Dunstan's third yellow. Stop it. Stopping a counter-attack, Dave. Stopping a counter. That's why. Because we were about to pass it on halfway. It's not always for the severity. Townsend will have this free kick.
Come on. Come on, good delivery, Ben. Come on, lad.
Can the Steels make something? As Townsend will try to get free kicking from a long distance out. Out towards that right-hand side. Eagledon can only head up into the air, then it's a flood of Dunston players who get it away. Hooked back in though by Grejlak, headed away again, and then returned back by O'Connor. Poole's going to try and keep it honest, cleared away by Neary, good job by him. Grejlak trying to get to the edge of the area. Owen will head it forward, no one's there for it though, easily headed out. Owen will win the header again, and Grejlak trying to get it down here, wants the overhead kick, goes into the box, Rawson trying to get it to the right, and then knocked away before Poole can get to it. That was how it was set up on Tuesday night. Out for a Stocksbridge throw. 98 minutes gone. Going to O'Connor, back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth at the top, he's looking for Marshall, but Crispers uses his body well to block him. Will go out for a goal kick.
Get back in, shape.
So back with Lawson now. Takes the goal kick, sends it upfield. Headed away to the right, but Crisp will get it forward, but intercepted. Stocksbridge on the attack here. Grejlak trying to find something on the right. Finds Marshall. He's trying to get the beat. Chris beats Chris. Can Marshall find the cross?
It's a foul.
Being held, and he's kept it on the line though. Advantage given though. I don't think he's got much of advantage. I think Stocksbridge would have rather had the free kick. Nothing was given though. He's been surrounded by two men. Marshall. He's trying to find some space. Puts the cross in. He's going to go out for a goal kick. So out for Lawson to have another goal kick. So good. Steels have started to get more chances as this extra time goes on. As Lawson sends it forward. Eagledon, strong header away. Poole knocks it on, no one there for it though. We'll go back to Lawson. I think we might see Dunston make a substitution soon because I think their midfield just needs a bit more energy in it. The ball goes forward, Tinker knocks away. Turner gets it out, looking for Rawson now, who's trying to keep it in. Got a foot onto it, but it is going to be out for a Dunston throw. Throwing goes that out. Owen Heads it away, just goes out to Robinson, who's trying to take it left, but he's lost the ball to Grezlat, who's trying to get further out. Grezlat could have been penalised if he contacted players. He went slid for the ball after losing it. Dunston now have it on the left-hand side. So with Daniel Turner, tackle goes in, throw in Dunston. 100 minutes have now passed. This is a huge test of not just mental fortitude and footballing ability. Fitness is on the line here as well. Going into the middle, back out to the left. Dunston a well step here, low cross goes in, but no one there for it. Townsend claims. Game opening up now more as players tire. Would this be the perfect time to bring the quick Jack Dolman on? You think that's the only attacking option on Ian Richards' bench as Rawson just drops his head, but he's giving away a foul here and he's just frustrated because he didn't think he'd done that one. So free kick for Dunston, who are now having their share of possession. Looks like Bradford City are about to go up. As the ball goes forward into the box, headed away by Owen. Only on to turn on the left, who drills in on the left, but it's too heavy and it goes out for a goal kick. 102 minutes gone. So back with Townsend. We'll take this goal kick. Sent forward, but to the right, headed away by Turner, but he can only head it out of play for a Stocksbridge throw. On the right with Charlesworth now. As Charlesworth prepares the throw in. Looks like Jack Dorman is about to come on for the Steels. We've been wondering about that one. Alf Marshall has been having to drop deep to keep hold of the ball. He wants to turn Chris now, trying to do so. Chris is holding all over him and he ends up not going out for a throw-in for Dunston. And here comes a substitute. No substitute yet for Dorman. Jallow heads on that throw-in. Gets his way to Robson, trying to turn. Finds O'Donnell really well, but a good tackling from Tinker. Tinker's going to go forward himself. Tinker out to the left to Thomas Poole. He hasn't really got the pace, but he's going to move into the middle. Poole take the shot, he scuffed it, and it's just going to dribble to Lawson. He saw his name in lights as they were on Tuesday night. Lawson sends the ball forward. Iggulden will look to head it away, but he's got Jallow to deal with. It does well, Owen, actually, to get it away, but only back in the midfield. But Poole wins it, sends it forward, and now Marshall wants a challenge for it. Had a man in his way, but Baxter's going to try and get it away, and he does get it away and gets it out to Chris. Chris turns, clears it out. There's a slip from Charlesworth, but thankfully Iggulden got onto it, and then Turner just came in to rescue it. Tinker under some pressure, has to just stab it away, and it's been given into midfield, and then the ball out to the right wing where O'Donnell would have been, but he slipped as well. Townsend will claim. 104 minutes gone. 104 minutes gone. Ball forward for Rawson, looking for Rawson. It goes on to the left. Neary hacks it out for a throw-in. Well, as extra time goes on, I think 2 years ago, another Sheffield team were in the playoff final, 0-0. It took them to the 123rd minute to score the winner. That was Josh Windass for Sheffield Wednesday down at Wembley. Take the throw in, they get it into the box for Rawson, who's trying to turn and get it out to the left into the area, but cleared away to Turner, who knocks it forward to Grezlat, then back to Turner. Turner takes a shot. It's a terrible effort, and that is going to bring an end to the first half in extra time. Nothing's really happened in that, to be honest, has it? We'll see you again in a few minutes. Take a quick break. back with Townsend here. We're talking to here for Michael Pearson, the Dunston captain. Right. Thank you everyone, to everyone listening. 166 currently listening. As extra time continues, Townsend with this free kick. Who's that? Steels have only ever scored in this end once in their history. In 4 visits here. Townsend sends the ball forward. Going to be headed up into the air. Oh, he heads it towards the 6-yard area. No one's at the far post. Lowson will come and claim it. If only someone was at the far post. Lowson sent it forward quickly. Charlesworth will head it away. Poole's trying to track it on that far side, but it's being kept in there by Neary. Given away, Dorman got his foot on it. Rawson on it. Trying to find Rawson, handball, trying to blocking the ball to him. It's going to be a free kick.
Come on.
So Turner will have this free kick. Ball forward, headed away by Swales. O'Connor gets the header, but it's just going to be behind him. He's going to collect it. Back to goal at the moment. Needs an outlet. Gives it back to Charles, who clips it in. It's well overhit, I thought. Offside flag was up anyway, and it's going to be good. It was Dolman at the far post, offside. 107 minutes gone. Ball was kicked away. I don't know if it was an early free kick and that's why he's getting away with no yellow. But Dunston will have a substitute coming on. And here it comes, it's Daniel Turner coming off. He will be replaced by Richard Coulson. It's a more solid player in Richard Coulson. I think we've seen Stocksbridge make a few more opportunities. And they're going to try and shut things down a bit. Oh, no, I'll put. So that's another third sub of the day for Dunston. Both have made 3 subs. It's like tradition, 3 subs. We'll see if anyone makes any more. Ball goes forward. Owen heads it away. Headed on. Battle for, but lost 2 by Crisp, who gets it out to the right. O'Donnell does well to keep it in. Tapical goes in. It's going to go out, and linesman can't decide what throw-in it is, but it is going to be Dunston's in the end. Just seen Bradford City have been promoted from League 2. Team we've had a good relationship over the years. We had Dylan Yumby and Charlie Wood from there. Charlie Wood scored 2 goals against Dunston. As Neary's done well to get down that right-hand side. Tinker blocks across, corner kick to Dunston. And now Stocksbridge, they plant their corners right on the line, Dunston. They're always tricky. So down that left-hand side, O'Donnell taking.
Iron ball, Luke. Iron the ball, Luke.
Here he comes, towards that near post, headed away to the edge of the area.
Yeah.
No one is at the edge of the area.
Brilliant from our
Marshall's trying to close down, but he got blocked by the referee there as it goes back down to Crisp, who puts the ball in. It's a good-looking ball. Owen heads away to the left, and Tinker will now just volley that one away.
Our best player Tuesday, I think, has been
Back to Neary. Takes a step in. Diagonal ball into the box. Charlesworth heads away. To the edge of the area that it goes, and it was with Coulson out to the left. Dunston looking for space for the cross. Back it will go to Coulson deep. Going to be forced out deep, and he's going to let it just go to Crisp, and then back to the left. Dunston having their moment to press and try and create an opportunity. Been forced out though quite a few times here. Still on the left for Dunston, looking for the cross. Some nice passing, but no unlocking pass. Pass going forward here. Loops up, back to the left to Coulson, looking for the cross still. And it's just been held up. It's going to go into the middle and been held up, and Robson almost went down under pressure, and into the box it is with O'Donnell, puts the crossing blocked, and it's Townsend comes out and claims it before it goes out. 110 minutes gone. This is when the Steels had scored on Tuesday night.
How many minutes does that mean now we've got?
10 to go.
Hey?
I wonder we never get this dinner on time.
Never went into extra time.
Ball forward by Townsend. Looking for Ralston. He's getting held down, and nothing's given for that as Pearson will carry it away. Out to the right, Tinker wins the ball, and he gets it forward to Dolman, who's trying to get up to a bit of pace here. Trying to go on the outside. I think he's trying to do it on his own a bit. He needs a bit of help, and that's the help he needed because he got tackled. And now Neary will carry it away. Trying to get past his man because Tinker's not in position again yet.
Offside.
Ball forward for Robson. Offside flag is up. So, free kick for Townsend to take. He'll try and get it as far up the field as possible. As we get closer and closer to the dreaded penalty kicks. And God, you would not want to be the one taking one, would you? Unless you've got a mind of steel. And that's not a pun intentional. Forward headed to the side by Stocksbridge. Rawson will press for it. Head away by Swales. Out to the right to O'Donnell. Takes it behind Dolman's trying to get onto it, but cleared away. All the way out. Tinker gets a bit of a shove. Nothing given. Owen heads it out. It will go out as a Dunston throw. And it's the Dunston man who's actually stayed down after that. 112 minutes gone. Remains 0-0 here.
You know, instead of telling us what's gone, can you tell us what's left?
Tell me what, their players have been some integrated areas, when they play a ball,
Yeah.
not wasted now, they keep many out.
Hi, Mark. We can't record the penalties on a live stream, I'm afraid, under FA rules. Ball goes forward. O'Connor clears it away. Out into Pearson, who spreads it out here to Crisp. Forward it goes to Coulson. Into the middle. To Crisp, and now to Pearson. Over to the right now. Two backs who will charge forward here. So he tries to find O'Donnell. Tinker comes with a good pass, trying to get his seconds. Comes away with it, and it's a Stocksbridge throw as well. Tinker's just clutching at his ankles. Thank you to over 200 listeners on the live stream. That's more than what we bloody get at home. Where are you guys? Tinker with a throw. All the way through, headed on, but then cleared by Dunston, knocked out. Look, headed away by Owen into the middle, and it's just been an uncontested ball here. And Gray's like, it's Morris Shell trying to turn, then Poole trying to slip it through, and then trying to knock it back to Marshall, knocked away, and then it's back to a Dunston man who's able to clear it away. Eildon reads it well, chests it down, lays it off to Turner, who's got man in his back immediately. Back to Tinker. Tinker sending it forward. Foot tackles in, and Stocksbridge will get the foul, even though it was a Dunston man down. So 114 minutes gone. Steele wanted the quick free kick, not going to be allowed it. Turner will get the chance to send this free kick in. The only Steels player to ever score in that goal, and that's to our right, was Luke Mangum from a penalty in 2021. No Steels player has penetrated that particular frame since.
Come on, miss that first man. Come on.
Here comes the ball into the box, headed away though. O'Connor will try and keep it in, but he can't do so, goes to the side. Poole was teeing himself up for a volley. Charles flicks it over to the left. Dom's going to chase it, but it's just going to go out for a throw-in anyway. Hello, Luke Mangum in the chat. Dunston make a substitute here. And it's going to be a direct shot with Michael Pearson going off for Rory Edwards. And that's what you might worry about Dunston now, is that they're getting a bit more energy in that midfield for the last 5 minutes. He's young Edwards, but he started last Saturday against Oxford, and I was actually very impressed with his calmness on the ball, and he always seemed to pick out the right pass. They've got a talented player on their hands. Was forward, headed on by Robson, but back for Charles, who heads out to the side to Tinker. Headed on. Back it goes, but Dunston have the ball, and they're trying to keep it in before they send it forward. Eagledon will track it. Headed on forward for Turner, who will head it on again, and then Marshall heads it on, but it's going to be won by Crisp here. Gets it out to the right to JJ O'Donnell, and he's ended up going to dribble it out of play. 116 minutes gone. 4 to go. Graham's math is quite good. Hello, Lewis Whittam, going all the best lads, and Ed Hall. Lots of former Steels in the chat. The ball goes forward, and Owen will send it away. And Marshall got the push on his man, but that push was too much of a push. It's a free kick. So back with Lexington to take this free kick. So back with Lowson at the moment. We'll take the free kick. Not much. Again, we're into that stage where if you score now, there's a good chance you're going to win this game. Goes forward, Charles gets it away, and Eagledon just gets it up into the air, onto the left to Jallow. Looked across towards that far post, headed into the middle, and helped away by Thomas Poole. Back out now, here it goes to Neary. He's done it, had a good game. Gets it out wide, trying to burst forward here. Turner following him. Turner misses on his slide tackle. Neary crossing, blocked by Poole, appeals for an handball, not given. And Poole turns out his man away, and will get it away. Sends it out, and it will go out for a Dunston throw. 117 minutes gone. So throwing in. So there's Dunston now looking for their way to get in. Throwing goes in, back to Neary. Controls, being held up by Dolman. Going in, going diagonal. Unmarked, everyone's camped on the line before it's cleared away by Tinker. And back it will go for Chris. Out to the right here. Diagonal going forward. He's going all the way here at the moment. Neary, but great slide tackle by Poole stops him. Poole eventually clears it. Dolman's going to press for it. He got held up a bit by Chris. That slowed him down, and he's allowed it to get back to Lowson. It's all Dunston at the moment. Back to Baxter. Out to the right. Forward ball. Out to the left now towards Coulson, but Charles gets the tackle in. Dolman will look to win. He wins the header. Now Dolman will try and press as it goes back to Swales. Back to Lowson. Controls the ball. Forward. It goes. Aim towards Coulson. Headed down by Swales, who's actually gone well forward. It got cleared out. Dunston throw. 119 minutes gone. Throwing into the middle. We'll see how much added time we get shortly. There's Robertson trying to get down that left-hand side. It gets stuck in there so often, and we can't really see it, and he's going to go out forward. Dunston throw. Actually, Dunston got it back here through Chris. Into the middle to Edwards. Gets it out to the right now to Neary, who is going to try and use a bit of his pace. He's got Dolman ahead of him. So back it goes Neary, trying in the middle to O'Donnell. Back to Neary. Forward to O'Donnell again, the dangerous O'Donnell. Going forward, it's a good run by him. Out wide, and then great tackle from Tinker. Brilliant. Tinker launches it forward. Rawson's going to try and see if he can cause a problem as it goes forward for Swales to deal with. And Rawson tries to get it. Swales clears it out. Marshall trying to be the man onto it, does it. But it's a heavy touch, it takes it out. Will be a throw into Dunston. I didn't see how much added time we put up. We are now in 120 minutes. None. So I would expect the end of 120 minutes to be called in a second. 2 hours have now gone. Out to Chris. Spread out to Coulson. Coulson going forward. We didn't see any added time given, but we've got it at the moment. And he's found some space. It goes out here to Robinson. Out to the right. Dunston are throwing everything. Cross to the far post. Headed into there. It's over! Jallow almost became a legend in Gateshead. And there we end of 120 minutes. We go to penalty kicks. We'll take a short little break. We'll see you in a minute or two. Dunston are 5 kicks from promotion. Luke Rawson taking here with a shootout.
Come on, Luke.
Facing up with Dan Lowson.
Come on, Luke.
Rawson here with the ball. Dan Lowson tactically slowing things down. You can't blame him. Townsend will probably be doing the same. Rawson, it's a keeper wrong way. Steals a 1-0 up in the shootout. Sends the keeper the wrong way, just as he did at Emley. JJ O'Donnell, Dunston's usual penalty taker, stepping up for the home team now. Townsend will have done his research. Him and Pete Goldstraw are very keen on this sort of thing. So O'Donnell, now, he's made the walk. He walks back, edge of the touchline, just gets the whistle. Be a straight run up, he moves to the right, O'Donnell will hit it with his left, takes a shot, saved by Townsend! Steals have the goal advantage! Alex O'Connor is next up for Stocksbridge. Alex O'Connor now with the penalty. He was taken off penalty duty after missing one earlier in the season.
Come on, son. Get a composure, strike.
Just needs a clean strike. O'Connor gets the whistle. Takes a shot. Saves it! It's 2-0 in the shootout. Just trying to see, I think. Harvey Neary, the right wing back, stepping up for Dunston. The nerves in this stadium could be used to power the city of Newcastle. As Neary, it'll be a straight run up from him like O'Donnell. Moves it to the right, will be right-footed. Over the top of Townsend, Dunston get their first penalty. 2-1 after 2 penalties apiece. Thomas Poole stepping up to take one. He's had a mixed record from penalties in these shootouts. The longest walk, he'll dribble with the ball a bit, Thomas Poole. Getting the feel of it. That goal back there is jiggering and shaking. The home fans trying to put Poole off. Takes it. Bottom corner, 3-1 to the Steels.
Get in.
Sado Jallow will step up, and he has had a great performance. Only thing he's really missed is a goal today. The veteran forward for Dunston. So it's stepping to Sado Jallow. Ball on the spot. Which way will he go? Can Townsend guess the right way? Guessed the right way last time. You weren't too far off, but it was too ill hit. Jallow, left-footed, hits the post! Oh, did it go in? No, it went in. Oh, hit the bottom frame of the goal. God, we...
Went in, Adam.
Did it go in? So it's 3-2 in the penalty shootout. Thought it hit the post for a second, then. Hit the rattle. Townsend will take the next penalty. Townsend here with the shootout.
Come on, Ben, lad. Come on, Ben.
Townsend. It's well hit, and just like the last one, it's hit that back post.
Well done.
The pressure is now on Dunston.
Oh my God, missed it.
Because if Dunston missed this penalty, Stocksbridge are promoted.
On,
and it's
Ben,
all
lad.
down
Come
to
on,
Scott
don't
Robson
deteriorate,
for Dunston. who steps up. He's been such a lively figure since coming on, Scott Robson. Really, really caused problems. But can Townsend become a Steels hero?
Now then, if he saves this, come on, Ben.
What a massive penalty this is.
Come on, Ben.
Robson steps up. Right footed. It's in, right down the middle. But now the opportunity goes to Tommy Marshall. Because if Stocksbridge score this, they get promoted. Could he do it? Can he do it? It's a lot of pressure on a young lad's shoulders. Just hit it, Tommy. Hit it cleanly. Hit it cleanly, Tommy.
Come on, son. Come on.
Hit it. The legs are going! I'm sorry, I've lost all legacy in my legs! The Steels are promoted! Up to the Northern Premier League Premier Division for the first time in 10 years! The Steels are promoted! The Steels are up! Who can believe it? One of the lowest budgets in the league! We are in it! We are in the next league! Oh my God!
Hello.
It was a hell of
We've only won 5-4 on penalties.
The Steels win 5-3 on penalty kicks here at Dunston. Everyone went in. The Stocksbridge have never done that in their history of a shootout. It erases the pains of so many shootouts before. Stockton 2 years ago,
Absolutely.
Kendall Town
Oh
20 years ago. What a day!
God.
Stocksbridge are promoted to the Northern Premier League Premier Division. Thank you very much to everyone who has been listening. Thank you for joining us on this stunning, amazing season where we have defied every critic that put us in the bottom four beforehand. We will see you for the next season. We are going to the Northern Premier League Premier Division. We'll see you then. Thank you and good night.